Hello, students. Mr. Croy here again. Just trying to get you prepared for your lesson this week in Google Calendars. So when you bring up Google, you're brought to the home screen here, and when we're dealing with Google Calendars, there is two ways to get to Google Calendars. The first way is when you come to the home screen here is to tap on the 9 dots here in the top right-hand part of your screen. Click that. You come down here and you'll see calendar, and you can click on that and go to calendar. The other way is to simply go to your drive. So when you're in your drive, over here to the right hand side also is your calendar. So you can click on that and go to calendar as well. But for the purposes of this assignment, we're going to deal with Google Calendar from the main app, okay? Not going through the smaller version of it within the Google Drive app. Okay, so when we go into Google Calendar, we see our full calendar here, and so we're going to create an event. So we're going to hit Create on the left-hand side here. Just click that, and it's going to pop up. And so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a title. So we're going to just put an example event. Now, for purposes whenever you create or for your assignment, it's going to give you several events that you have to create and put in several times and create several notifications for that, for those events. And so once you do those, you're going to have to take screenshots. So hopefully you read through your Chromebook tips a second time that we've released uh, on Google Classroom. You read through those and you know how to take a screenshot. Okay, if you don't, go back and look at Chromebook tips to know how to take a screenshot, so that way you can take screenshots of the events that you have put in your calendar to submit those to get graded. So what we're going to do here is we've typed in example event. Now we're going to change the date. So we're going to come down here. I'm just going to change this to the 7th, because once I push on the date, it gives me a smaller calendar here. So I'm going to change that to the 7th. Then I'm going to change the time here. I'm going to change it from 7 to 8 o'clock. All right, so it's 7, and it'll automatically change it for 1 hour. If you want to change it to something else, you can go in there and change it for 15-minute increments. So from here, the only thing next that you need to do is to make notifications. So if you come down here, you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see this here, and this will say your name, and it'll say busy, default visibility, and notify 10 minutes before. So we'll click that, and it brings up another little screen here. So it automatically will give you one set of notifications 10 minutes before, but we want to create another notification. Okay, we want to add one, and we want to do this one 5 minutes before. So that way, because I don't know about you, but for me, I tend to want a couple of notifications that an event's going to happen, not just one. Okay, so, and you may be someone that needs 3 or 4. Okay, so you can add several of them in there, and that way it'll just continue to pop up, especially if you have your Google Calendar prominent on your phone, and that way these notifications will continue to pop up to remind you of things. You could very easily put on here, well, it should be that your teachers and stuff are putting their assignments in Google Classroom. And so when you have those in there, they're in the calendar. So you can actually create a notification to remind you about those, and it can just pop up on your phone and remind you when those things are due. So I'm hoping, guys, this is helpful to you. If you have any questions or anything else, feel free to email me or Miss Miller, and we'll be happy to answer any questions for you guys. Thank you.